And we saw also the house where he grew up in Tremolo. In Paris, we visited the chapel of the Miraculous Meadow of St. Catherine Labouré. While everybody was in this chapel, Father Andrew and I made a short, quick trip to another museum next door, the MEP Museum in Rue du Bac. You know, because we wanted to meet someone and we never made arrangements. But guess what? The very person we were looking for was standing in front of the gate as if waiting for us. We have very little time, 5 to 10 minutes only, otherwise we will not probably find it. MEP has 7 saints and 50 beatified members. Quite a lot. Brothers and sisters, these saints, they were human beings like us, and yet they attained sainthood. They have won the race, as St. Paul would have said it. And they show us that it is possible for us to achieve holiness if only we know how. And today Jesus is showing us how. Because the Gospel tells us about the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes may sound like a set of rules, but it is more of an invitation to be holy. This is what Jesus was about. The Beatitudes was what Jesus was like. It was about Him. Come follow me, Jesus said to His first disciples. And He is still extending this invitation to us today to follow Him and be holy. Let us listen to each Beatitude carefully. I try to also simplify it. Blessed are the poor in spirit. He invites us to be humble. Blessed are they who mourn. He invites us to be caring. Because uncaring people will not mourn for anyone but themselves. Blessed are the meek. He invites us not to be resentful. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness. He invites us to seek God's will, because God's will is always right. Blessed are the merciful. He invites us to be compassionate. You know, to be able to forgive people, we have to have compassion. Blessed are the clean of heart. He invites us to be open to God's will. Because if our hearts are not clean, we tend to shy away from God's will. Blessed are the peacemakers. He invites us to bring peace everywhere we go. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness. He invites us to do God's will despite the consequences. And blessed are you when they insult and persecute you because of me. He invites us to be faithful to Him. Brothers and sisters, these are simple guides given by Jesus for those who aspire to follow His way to holiness. Last October the 11th, the Pope declared 5 new saints. 1 Polish bishop, 1 Belgian priest, Father Damien, 1 Spanish deacon, 1 Spanish monk, a Trappist monk, and 1 French nun. All of them happen to be religious figures, but it doesn't mean that lay people cannot be declared saints in the Catholic Church. It just happens that religious people are usually known by more people who would probably give a cause for their beatification and canonization. In fact, there are at least 250 canonized and beatified lay men, women, and children known in the church. And there are more of them, I'm sure, in heaven that we do not know their name. Let us remember, brothers and sisters, that the prayerful intercessions of those who are in heaven are very, very powerful. And may we be encouraged by the examples of living life according to the will of God to attain holiness. For nothing is impossible for God. Amen.